This is the most powerful family of 4 I've ever seen. Dad is so strong. He can catch a baseball at 140 miles per hour with his bare hands. Mom has lightning speed, so fast that even the camera cannot capture her figure. The son has the strongest brain. Any formula in front of him, he will come up with the answer immediately. Daughter is even more powerful. She can read minds, anyone's mind. She can hear everything. Just a few days ago, they were an ordinary family of 4. Unexpectedly, they were caught in a storm while traveling. The plane crashed into a lake. The family survived, and they all accidentally gained superpowers. Dad Tyson is a civilian police officer. The day the police arrested a robber, suddenly pulled out a gun and shot. Tyson saw the situation, immediately rushed to block the bullet for the beauty. The result is that both people are unharmed. Then Tyson came out of the door and saw the bullet in his hand. It turns out that he caught the bullet with his bare hands. After discovering his unusual ability, Tyson immediately called his best friend Mike, showed Mike his superpowers. But Mike said, "Oh my God, that's great. Where did you learn that magic trick?" Tyson did not explain to him. Instead, he handed Mike a gun. He wanted Mike to shoot at himself, but Mike said, "Are you crazy? If you die, I'll lose my best friend. I'm not even married yet, and I'm going to jail." Who knows when the gun suddenly went off? Tyson reached out and caught the bullet. This is very exciting for Mike. He dragged Tyson to the roof of the building. He wanted to test whether Tyson could fly, but Tyson listened but was afraid. What if he can't fly? "I'll fall to my death." Mike said, "You can catch a bullet. Even if you cannot fly, you cannot fall to death." Tyson listened to the sense of reason, so Tyson ran a boost and rushed out. The ground was smashed by Tyson out of a large pit. It seems that Tyson really cannot fly, but then Tyson unlocked another skill. At this point in time, Tyson did not know his wife has also acquired superpowers. She is a woman who is faster than the Flash, never drives to work. As long as she's running, everything she sees is like a still image. The ribbon on her dress touches the rearview mirror of the car, shattered instantly, and when she came to a stop, found herself running out of town. If this is to deliver at least 50,000 a month. Her name is Mary and she's a botanist. The next day she showed her best friend. She was faster than the Flash. Then the two of them went to the stadium. She was going to test how fast Mary could run. I didn't expect Mary to run faster than 1 lap. After 3 laps, the speedometer was all over the map, but Mary said she could go even faster. Such a fast speed increased Mary's metabolism, so no matter how many calories she consumes, she can still maintain a slim figure. She can be home from the office in a flash, after tutoring her son's homework, and then back to the office in an instant. But this time, during the run, Mary looked at her phone, not paying attention to the bike under her feet, instantly fell out. A fall at such a fast speed can be very serious. Inertia caused Mary to glide all the way, 837.22 meters, before stopping, and her back was bleeding. However, when Tyson treated her wound, he found Mary's scrapes are actually healing themselves at a very fast rate. Faced with the obvious physical changes in both of them, Mary thought it would be related to the lake they fell into a few days ago. So Mary rushed across a desert. She was going to the lake, take some samples of the lake water back, but the water was tested to be ordinary lake water. But then Mary's blood was tested, had been mutated in some way. So Tyson's blood was no doubt mutated as well. What about their son and daughter? Yes. At this moment the son's powers are gradually awakening. Jack looked at the mathematical formula on the blackboard in class. The answer to the question immediately came to his mind. From then on, it was like he saw the question. He could solve the answer instantly. So much so that after he got 2 perfect scores on the exam, successfully aroused the teacher's suspicion of him. The teacher thought his solution was too advanced. The only explanation was cheating on the test. However, the next rugby match made the teacher even more suspicious of Jack. Every player on the field had a mark at his feet. As Jack prepared to throw the ball, the ideal angle immediately came to mind, throwing the rugby ball as instructed. At this moment, the rugby ball made a perfect arc in the air. Everyone can't believe it. The smallest man in the game was able to pass the ball accurately. At this time, the coach praised Jack's performance just now, but the math teacher in the corner called Jack's parents' phone number. In the face of Jack's recent rapid progress, the teacher suspected that Jack must be on drugs. Tyson was angry when he heard that, but he couldn't reveal that it was a superpower. He could only keep explaining to the teacher, but the teacher did not listen to his explanation. Directly drive away. At that moment, the teacher was suddenly hit by a car. A steel pipe pierced into the teacher's body. Jack rushed to call the emergency number. In the hospital, doctors still need to develop a surgical plan before they can perform the operation. Jack blamed himself for the unconscious teacher. Just then Jack's brain came up with a set of special effects. Watching the steel tube inserted into the heart automatically separated, Jack decided to use his super brain to save his teacher. He found medical-related books, learning about surgery. After a night of rapid learning, Jack successfully developed a plan for the surgery, and then he convinced his parents to go with him to save the teacher. At night, Dad pretended to be a doctor and pushed away the teacher's hospital bed. Mom followed Jack's instructions, performing surgery on the teacher with very fast hand speed. It took only a few seconds for the operation to be completed. When the doctor came to the operating room, he realized the steel pipe on the teacher's body had disappeared and was out of danger. Oh my god, I envy them so much. God, please give me a superpower to make girls fall in love with me.